Hey everyone, welcome back to the Peak Performance Table Tennis Podcast. In today's episode, my AI counterbots, Luke and Mara, will discuss specific training techniques for improving your mental game. We'll touch on the 5 key pillars of peak mental performance, meditation and why it matters, pre-performance routines, visualization, and more. Enjoy.
You ever find yourself watching those pro table tennis matches and wondering, how do they do that?
Right.
Like pulling off these insane shots under pressure, match after match. We're diving deep into that very question today. The science behind peak performance in table tennis.
Right. And the thing is, it's not just about physical training.
Yeah.
It's about the mental game. And there's actually some really cool research behind it.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Lay it on me. What kind of research are we talking about?
So studies have shown that elite table tennis players actually have superior cognitive functions, even when they're tested on things that you wouldn't think are directly related to the sport.
Really?
Like their brains are just wired differently.
So are you saying they process information faster, even when they're not consciously thinking about it during a match?
Exactly. They're making decisions quicker, reacting more efficiently.
That's wild. But is that something you're born with, or does all that intense table tennis training actually change their brains?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Right.
It's probably a little bit of both. I mean, some people might naturally gravitate toward table tennis because they have those advantages already.
Sure.
But, and this is the cool part, that the research also suggests that by playing table tennis and specifically training those mental muscles, you can actually improve your cognitive abilities.
So it's like a feedback loop. The more you train your brain for table tennis, the sharper your mental skills become overall.
Exactly.
I like it. This reminds me of something else I found super interesting in my research. This whole concept of the 5 pillars of peak mental performance. Can you tell us a little about that?
Yes, you're right on track.
Okay, good.
Because this isn't just some, motivational poster fluff.
Right.
Peak Performance Table Tennis by Kevin Finn, which is what we're looking at today. He really dives deep into the research on elite players.
Okay.
And he identifies these 5 key mental states that they've all seemed to master.
Okay.
Concentration, self-confidence, positive thinking, and then, of course, managing those emotions, especially under pressure.
Right.
And then good old-fashioned motivation.
It's interesting when I hear things like positive thinking, I'm always a little skeptical.
I hear you.
But I'm all for ditching the cheesy motivational posters and getting into the nitty-gritty of how to actually train these mental muscles. Where do we even begin?
Well, this is where things get really interesting. Finn makes a really compelling case for meditation.
Okay. Now, we're not talking incense and chanting here, are we? Because I got to be honest.
No.
That's not really my style.
This is all backed by science.
Okay, you've piqued my curiosity. I'm all for the evidence-based approach here. So what's the science behind meditation, especially for such a fast-paced sport like table tennis?
Well, think about it. Table tennis, it requires these incredibly precise movements, lightning-fast reflexes. You've got to make split-second decisions under immense pressure.
Oh, absolutely.
And then you layer on the research that links meditation to things like reduced stress hormones, improved sleep quality,
Right.
which is crucial for recovery.
Sure.
And even things like enhanced focus and mental resilience.
Wow.
There's real evidence that meditation can be a game changer for athletes, especially in precision sports like ours.
It's true. Meditation isn't just about finding inner peace anymore, although that's a nice bonus.
Right.
It's like a mental gym where you're training your focus, resilience, and emotional control skills that are crucial when you're facing an opponent across the net.
So we're not just talking about feeling a little calmer on the court.
Right.
We're talking about tangible improvements in your game.
Absolutely. Let's break it down. Think about those nail-biting moments in a match.
Okay.
Your heart's racing, palms are sweaty, and suddenly your killer serve goes haywire. Meditation helps regulate your body's response to stress. It's like hitting the brakes on that adrenaline surge so you can stay cool, calm, and collected when it matters most.
But it's more than just handling pressure in the moment, right?
Right.
The research also suggests that meditation can actually build mental resilience over time.
Exactly. Imagine your mental toughness as a muscle. The more you train it through meditation, the stronger it becomes. You develop this ability to bounce back from mistakes, to stay laser-focused even with distractions, and to maintain a positive mindset throughout the ups and downs of a match.
Okay, that's huge. It sounds like you're building this mental toolkit through meditation that you can then bring to the table, literally. But how does it actually work? What's going on in our brains when we meditate?
That's the really cool part.
Yeah.
Studies show that meditation can actually change the structure and function of your brain. For example, it can increase gray matter in the areas responsible for attention, emotional regulation, and even self-awareness.
Wait, so I can literally bulk up my brain by sitting still and focusing on my breath.
Right.
I need to up my meditation game. But let's be real, it's not always easy to quiet the mind. You know those moments when your brain seems to disconnect from your body and you miss that easy shot you've made 1,000 times before?
Right.
Can meditation actually help with that?
It absolutely can.
If you'd like some help getting started with meditation and visualization, I have created a short guided meditation that is freely available on my YouTube channel. This meditation is designed to help you develop a quiet eye and is a great way to begin to build mindfulness and learn to regulate your emotional state. The video will be linked in the show notes. And now, back to our show.
And that's where we bridge the gap from meditation cushion to the table tennis court with a pre-performance routine, or PPR.
Okay.
It's a secret weapon many top athletes use.
Right.
And it's something you can benefit from, too.
PPR. Break that down for me. What is it and how does it apply to table tennis specifically?
A PPR is essentially a sequence of thoughts and actions you go through before a match or even before each serve to get yourself in the zone.
Okay.
And table tennis, with its natural pauses and resets between points, is perfect for incorporating this.
Right.
It's like having these built-in opportunities to mentally recalibrate.
So instead of letting those missed shots rattle me or dwelling on the score, I can use those micro moments to reset and refocus. It's like hitting the mental refresh button between each point.
Exactly. And the beauty of it is that the skills you cultivate through meditation, that focused attention, emotional control, and mental clarity, directly translate into your PPR.
Okay.
For example, deep breathing.
Yeah.
It's a staple in meditation, and for good reason.
Right.
When stress hits, your breathing gets erratic, right?
Totally.
But when you consciously take those deep, deliberate breaths, you calm your nervous system down.
It's like you're short-circuiting your body's panic response. Instead of tensing up and letting the pressure get to you, you're essentially telling your body and mind, we've got this. Stay calm and focused.
Precisely. And then there's the power of cue words, what we might call mantras in meditation.
Right.
These are short, positive phrases that help snap you back to the present moment and recenter your focus.
So instead of spiraling into negative self-talk after a missed shot, I could use a cue word like focus or next point to interrupt that thought pattern and redirect my energy.
Yeah. And the more you practice these cue words during meditation, the more power they hold in those high-pressure match moments. Your brain starts to associate them with a state of calm, focus, and confidence.
Okay, I'm starting to see how these seemingly simple tools can be incredibly powerful on the court. But what about visualization? I've heard about pro athletes using it.
Yeah.
But that always felt a bit too Hollywood for me.
I get it, but hear me out.
Okay.
Visualization is more than just daydreaming about winning. It's a powerful mental rehearsal technique.
Right.
And it's rooted in science.
Yeah.
When you vividly imagine yourself performing an action, your brain fires up similar neural pathways as if you were actually doing it.
Wait, so my brain doesn't know the difference between me physically practicing a serve and me vividly picturing myself nailing that serve?
Right.
That's wild.
It is. It's like your brain is getting a practice run even if your body's not moving. And the more you do it, the more you're essentially hardwiring those successful actions into your muscle memory.
That's fascinating. But how can our listener practically incorporate visualization into their table tennis game? Do you have any tips for making it effective?
Engage all your senses. Feel the grip of the paddle. Hear the ball connect.
Right.
And picture yourself staying calm and collected under pressure.
It's like creating a mental highlight reel of your A game and then letting your brain use that as a blueprint for real-life performance.
Okay, you've officially blown my mind. But let's say I'm sold on all of this meditation, pre-performance routines, visualization, the whole 9 yards. Where do I even start? I need a game plan.
Well, luckily for you, Finn provides a really clear framework for building your own personalized pre-performance routine. And it all starts with self-awareness, so really paying attention to your habits and tendencies during a match.
So, like, noticing if I get easily frustrated after a bad shot or if I tend to lose focus between points.
Precisely. And once you've identified those patterns, you can start to consciously replace those negative habits with those performance-enhancing techniques we've been talking about.
So you're basically taking all these mental tools that we've been unpacking and crafting your own unique pregame ritual.
Yes.
One that's tailored to your specific strengths and weaknesses.
Exactly. And Finn even suggests writing down your personalized pre-performance routine.
Really?
Almost like a checklist for your brain.
I like that.
What's your go-to deep breathing technique? What are your power mantras? What specific scenarios do you need to visualize to feel really confident and ready? Having it all laid out can make a big difference.
It's about making it a deliberate practice.
Yeah.
Something that you're consciously building into your training, just like you would your footwork or your serve. Consistency is key.
Exactly. And the best part is these skills, they don't just apply to table tennis. I mean, this translates to so many areas of life.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's funny when you think about it.
Yeah.
Table tennis is almost like a microcosm of life itself. You've got these intense moments of focus and pressure, but you've also got those opportunities to reset, refocus, and come back stronger after a setback.
I love that analogy. And just like in life, having those mental tools and techniques at your disposal can make all the difference in how you navigate those challenges and come out on top.
Absolutely. So for our listener who's hearing all this and feeling pumped up their mental game,
Right.
where do they even begin?
Well, the first step is simply acknowledging the power of the mind in sports and in life.
Right.
Recognize that mental skills are like any other skill. They can be trained and developed with practice and consistency.
It's about shifting that mindset from, I'm just not good under pressure, to I can train myself to be calm, focused, and resilient no matter what challenges come my way.
Exactly. And then it's about exploring those tools we've been talking about.
Meditation, mindfulness, visualization,
Yeah.
and finding what resonates with you. Start small, be patient with yourself,
Right.
and remember that consistency is key. Even just a few minutes of dedicated practice each day can make a remarkable difference over time.
I think that's such an important point. You don't need to become a meditation master overnight.
Right.
Just like with our physical training, we start with the fundamentals and gradually build up our mental fitness. And who knows, we might even discover that those moments of quiet reflection and mental training become something we look forward to.
Absolutely. It's not just about improving your performance on the court. It's about cultivating a sense of inner calm and resilience that can benefit all areas of your life. And as you start to experience those benefits, it naturally fuels your motivation to keep practicing and exploring those techniques even further. Remember, the mind is a powerful tool. When you learn to harness its potential, you might just surprise yourself with what you can achieve, both on and off the court.
And on that inspiring note, we're wrapping up this deep dive into the fascinating world of meditation and mental toughness for table tennis. We hope you've enjoyed the journey and feel equipped with some valuable tools to elevate your game. Until next time, keep practicing, stay curious, and remember, a winning mindset can take you far.
Hello there, it's me again. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I would love to have some feedback, so if you're listening on YouTube, like, subscribe, and drop a comment. And if you're on another platform, subscribe now for future episodes packed with actionable insights. In each episode, we will break down key concepts from my book, making it easier for you to improve your game. Don't miss out, subscribe today. And as always, may the spin be with you.